Could you show or tell us what your favorite casket moment was in the entire show?
In the entire show? Wow.
Yeah, there are many, but it's like everybody has their favorite.
There are many, but there is a certain chemistry that I like. Will that answer your? I mean, can I answer it that way?
Of course.
I love when they don't touch, and all you want them to do is touch and get busy.
I guess I like the moment when they first fell into the bed. I mean, I love falling into the bed with somebody. So live vicariously through those two movies also. I'm sure everyone else was the same way. But I think I liked it because it finally relieved the tension between the two characters that we had been dealing with for 4 seasons. So I thought that was amazing.
I like when they were about to die in the shipping container with the ice, and they were like,
Somebody
about to die,
Somebody had to save it.
and then they got saved by Esposito Ryan. And what was that moment with that? They were about to be eaten by a tiger.
Oh, that's right, and Espo Ryan.
Oh, Esposito Ryan. Yeah, again, they came and they saved their asses. Yes, again, those are probably my 2 favorite. A tie between the 2 of those for my favorite casket moments. Yeah, pretty close tie there.
You know, I remember, I don't know, it's been so long, you guys will correct me, but there was a scene where they were in a kitchen somewhere. It was like season 1, season 2. And they're like arguing and joking around, but they're getting shot at the same time, and it kind of epitomizes what's kind of fun about that dynamic, is that there's a lot of fun, but there's also like this tension, and you can tell that the characters really care about each other, even though they're not showing it. But that one made me laugh a lot, so that was it.
Thank you, and I wanted to thank you too for the dance yesterday. It went crazy on Twitter.
Wish we would have been better.
You can try again.
First of all, thank you so much for this weekend. That was an amazing experience. And my question is there any decision your character made or something your character did you can't agree with?
I think, is that like, you know how we talk about the idea of sometimes like what you, Julie, what you, Penny, you know, what you, Seamus, you know, like, well, I would never do that. I can't believe, you know, that concept.
Because I had a moment where I was sort of like, when there was the episode we went to Atlantic City, the Elvis episode, and on the way we're in the car, and I had to tell them that I couldn't have a best man. I think it might have been, I was telling you, I think I was telling Javier that it was, I couldn't have a best man because I chose Ginny's little brother? Yes. Stepbrother, that we never meet.
Half Nelson? Yeah, somehow he's your best man.
And somehow I betray, like, choosing between Castle or Espo. It would have been Espo, by the way, I don't know why it wasn't. But, like, but that whole competition was kind of, like, gray in between Castle and Espo, and then it fizzled to, like, oh, nobody wins. I'm giving it to a character that we never get to meet. I thought that was a lame cop-out.
Yeah, if he's so important, how have we never seen him in 7 years?
Andrew Marlowe. I really didn't understand that one. I disagreed with that, because I was like, why would he choose that? That doesn't make any sense. He wouldn't placate anybody, he'd do what was right, and that I felt was a betrayal of the character. So, yes, there's my answer.
And the others?
That was easy.
Honey, what are you thinking about your character? No, for your character. For my character? You got something for my character?
No, John, I don't. For my character, I kind of like answered that yesterday when I had to like use that cell phone. It's like, no. I've always had an issue, I can tell you. I've always had an issue anytime I have to really leave my office. Because unless I'm out in the field. I thought that, before I got Castle, I went around LA and I drove around with about 5 female captains. And because I wanted to know what they did, because I didn't know they were female captains. And one woman that I modeled
I think I'd really like Javier to rethink his decision to shoot 3XK in the chest and not in the face. That way that whole plastic surgery thing would never work out for that dude again. Why didn't I shoot him in the face? I think Castle wouldn't even have wondered if he was dead. Or you. There you go.
Yeah, we could have shortcutted that whole thing. Yeah, we got him. Call it in. What's the number? Think of all the time we could have saved.
I guess for Jenny, honestly, it would have been that weird part where she was like in negligee, sleeping with some other dude after she met Kevin.
Yeah.
What was that? Yeah, I was like, when I read that, I was like, what? You meet Kevin, you give him a tie, and then you sleep with someone else? And I didn't feel like that was right. So there you go.
And the last thing, John remembers I'm from Poland, and thank you so much for that. Can you say something to Polish fans? I have a fan page.
Do you want me to say it in Polish?
Yes.
Never gonna happen. You guys fell for that again?
Dziękuję. How about that?
There we go.
Pozdrowienia. Pozdrowienia is greetings. Polish.
So hard.
You can just smile.
Pozdrowienia. For my fans in Poland.
Thank you so much.
We don't have much time.
Yeah, we'll have
yeah,
time for
30 minutes.
2 more
Okay.
quick questions.
Okay.
30 minutes left
30 minutes.
for these 2 questions. We'll try to make it short, guys.
Stop drinking.
It would help, but alas, I've already started.
That's fair.
I'm really glad I came from Singapore because I was actually thinking of not coming. Yeah, because it was kind of far away, so...
That's far.
Yeah.
You know what?
You flew here from
What was your
Singapore
flight?
just for this?
Um,
Or you were already in Europe?
As in, I came to Europe for this, but I told my mom I was coming here for school.
I want to talk to your mother on the phone now.
I came for school, but I picked the program because of this.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough.
Well, I'm sorry, I left your continent out earlier. We spanned, for this convention, more than 2 continents.
It's true, we got Asia too, so
Yeah,
we're great.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, that Singapore and Russia on the same continent.
Yeah.
It's just so big. It's a fucking big.
Russia's, it's kind of Eurasia.
It is. Technically, it's a huge landmass. Anyways, that's far.
Sorry.
What was your plane ride like over here?
12 and a half hours, and
12
then 1 hour in Munich, and then another hour here.
Oh, wow, okay. Well, thank you for coming.
Russia's the question.
Okay, my question is, besides your own character, which other character is your favorite?
On Castle.
Yeah, on Castle.
I'm going to be last. I have my answer, I'm just going to be last.
Let me jump in here. I guess it would be Castle. I mean, I guess, I don't know, it's fun. Nathan has a lot of flexibility on the show with what he can do, which is pretty cool. More flexibility than anybody on the show. He gets to be as serious and as goofy, and really fucking goofy, as he wants to be on the show. And that's amazing for an actor to have that. So Castle is great because it does allow a huge range that you really don't see in TV very much. And credit to Nathan that he's able to turn those corners and able to take people with him that they do take him seriously in those moments. But the role is quite vast in its spectrum. Does that make sense? Yeah, so I guess I said Castle. It's a pretty cool role.
I'd probably want to be Beckett. Especially if you're playing Castle. No, I guess me being Beckett wouldn't have anything to do with him being Castle, really. It would. I think Beckett's character has had the best arc for a character on the entire show. Even though the show's called Castle, I still think that Beckett's had a little bit more interesting of an arc and more interesting story to be told. And for her, and the range of emotions that she has to work with as an actress, those are what actors are kind of envious of. So I think I would be Beckett because I like to do that. And they've also not only had her, play the emotional spectrum, but also kick ass sometimes. I love kicking ass.
I feel so much pressure because he's sitting in this room and he's so handsome. His name is Esposito. But actually, I also have to say Martha. I mean, seriously, like, that woman is amazing, and she doesn't get enough screen time, but when she does, she takes it all. She's colorful and brilliant and smart and funny, and we don't have enough women represented in TV in general. Castle's actually a really great example because there are a lot of women on the show, and it's also amazing that it's not just a bunch of hot 22-year-olds, that it's real women. Like women of substance, women of intelligence, women that are funny. Yeah, everything. Like Castle's really well cast for that. And Susan, I mean, like, and she's just like that in real life. I love having lunch with her. But yeah, Martha, I have to say.
I would say the casket character. Because I would have to give kudos to both. Because being in scenes with the two of them, I find, as John said, it's a wonderful arc that Stana has to be able to play. And be on that playground is wonderful. And because I like to fight, nobody lets me. But Nathan. Whoa! Nathan. When I am in a scene with that boy, it's something about, Nathan can be talking up a storm or showing that, he's always on like a phone or something technical, or they're always doing something and you're thinking, wow, they really don't like to focus much here, huh? And then all of a sudden, the moment the camera rolls, Nathan is on. The guy doesn't ever really miss it. And what he has to do, he can be so funny. And then in his quietness, he can be so sincere and hit you here. And so between the two of them, I do go home with a smile on my heart. And it feels good. I go, yeah, I could do that. So I would say casket. So does that count? That's kind of like 1 or 2-ish. Yeah, that's what it would be.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. We have to finish the panel, okay? Hey, I'm sorry. I'm the
Poor
bad
Carmen.
guy.
Poor
Hey.
Carmen.
3x is cons.
Oh. Oh, she's gotta run things. She's gotta keep us on
Somebody has
schedule.
to.
She's doing a good job.
Thank you,
That's
John.
a great.
I played you enough.
Have some more champagne. That's how we do it.
So we have to say goodbye to them. And there's Seamus and John Otterborough left. A little break, and then we come back to do the closing. Okay? So come on, guys, up. Say goodbye to them.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.